Hey friends, in this video we are going to see some of the interview questions on operating system, and this is the part 2 of it. Part 1 is given in the description box. You can go through that one also. So let's continue with the question. The first question is, what is spooling? Spooling is a process in which data is temporarily gathered to be used and executed by a device, program, or the system. It is associated with printing. When different applications send output to the printer at the same time, spooling keeps these all jobs into a disk file and queues them accordingly to the printer. The next question is, what is starvation? Starvation is the name given to the indefinite postponement of a process because it requires some resource before it can run, but the resource though available for allocation, is never allocated to this process. The next question is, what is aging? So aging is a scheduling technique used to avoid starvation. It is used to gradually increase the priority of a task based on its waiting time in the ready queue. The next question is, what is critical section? Critical section is a part of a program which tries to access shared resources. That resource may be any resource in a computer, like a memory location, data structure, CPU, or any input-output device. What is threading? The thread is a lightweight process. A thread of execution is the smallest sequence of program instruction that can be managed independently by a scheduler. Now, what do you mean by a race condition? A race condition is a situation that may occur inside a critical section. This happens when the result of a multiple thread execution in critical section differ according to the order in which the thread execute. Next question is the difference between the process and a thread, and it's a very important question. Process means any program in execution, and thread means a segment of a process. The process takes more time to terminate, but the thread takes less time to terminate. Okay, the process also takes more time for context switching, while the thread takes less time for context switching. Okay, the process consumes more resources, but the thread consumes less resources. What is a priority inversion? Priority inversion is a scenario in scheduling in which a high priority task is indirectly preempted by a low priority task, effectively inverting the relative priorities of the two tasks. Now, what is semaphores? Semaphore is a protected variable or abstract data type that is used to log the resource being used. The value of the semaphore indicates the status of the common resource. Generally, there are two types of semaphores: binary semaphore and counting semaphore. Now, what is compaction? Compaction is used to minimize the external fragmentation, in which the free space is collected in a large memory chunk to make some space available for processes. Now, what is paging? Paging is a storage mechanism used to retrieve processes from the secondary memory into the main memory in the form of pages. The main idea behind paging is to divide each process in the form of pages. What is overlays? Overlays makes a process to be larger than the amount of memory allocated to it. It ensures that only important instructions and data at any given time are kept in memory. What is logical address and physical address? So the address generated by the CPU is called logical address, and the corresponding address in the physical memory as occupied by the executing program is called physical address. Next question is, what is virtual memory? Virtual memory is a memory management technique which enables processes to execute outside of memory. This technique is especially used when an executing program cannot fit in the physical memory. Now, what is page table? A page table is a data structure used by a virtual memory system in a computer operating system to store the mapping between virtual addresses and physical addresses. What is TLB? A translation look aside buffer. TLB stands for translation look aside buffer. Can be defined as a memory cache which can be used to reduce the time taken to access the page table again and again. Now, what is page fault? Page fault is a type of exception raised by computer hardware when a running program accesses a memory page that is not currently present in the main memory. What are different types of page replacement techniques? Number one is FIFO, that is first in first out. Number two is least recently used, and third one is optimal page replacement technique. Next question is, what is demand paging? So it suggests keeping all pages of the frame in the secondary memory until they are required. In other words, it says that do not load any page in the main memory until it is required. Do not load any page in the main memory until it is required. Next question is, what is Belady's anomaly? Belady's anomaly is a phenomenon in which increasing the number of page frames results in an increase in the number of page faults for certain memory access patterns. This phenomenon is commonly experienced when using the FIFO, that is first in first out page replacement algorithm. What is segmentation? Segmentation is a memory management technique in which the memory is divided into variable size parts, and each part is called segment, which can be allocated to a process. And what is segmentable? The details about each segment are stored in a table called a segment table, and segment table stored in one or many of the segments. This segment table contains mainly two information about the segments, that is the base and the limit. Base says that it is the base address of the segment, and limit is the length of the segment. Next question is, what is a system call? It is the programmatic way in which a computer program requests a service from the kernel of the operating system. Now, what is fork? Fork is a system call which is used to create a child process. The next question is, number of child and parent processes when there are n times fork is called. When fork is called n times, the number of child and parent processes are. The number of child process is 2 to the power n minus 1, and number of parent process is 1. So with the example, we can say if fork is called 4 times, then the child process will be 2 to the power 4 minus 1, that is 16 minus 1, 15, and parent process will be 1. So the total number of process will be 2 to the power n, that is 16. So that's all for this video. I hope this series or this video helped you for the interview, and thanks for watching.